Hey guys, welcome to Mike It Yourself. So, doing more work on the kz1000. In one of my last videos, I had showed the rev hang issue that I was having, and I shared that on my Instagram page as well. And one of the guys from Instagram told me to take a look at my advancer and the pulser down here. So I took it out and re-greased the mechanical portion of it, so the advancer. And looking at the pulser, the wires that were coming out of the pulser were very dry rotted. There was the wire, the insulation was receding from the contact points, and I felt that possibly might be a cause for the issue. So when I put it all back together, it did make a slight improvement. It didn't hang as long. So it was kind of a 50-50 split, because I did actually make some changes to help with the insulation drawing back. I threw some heat shrink on there, and to try to help make sure it wasn't arcing or anything like that. So I decided to go ahead and replace the pulser. So I bought the Dyna S ignition. And this is the DS2-1. And I've got it all wired in. In fact, I bypassed the IC igniter. I originally installed it with it in line, and I was getting zero spark. So I bypassed it, and now I'm getting spark as I should. I've lined up the timing based on the instructions provided by the Dyna, company. And I'm at a loss here because I'm getting it to crank, but it won't start. I put in an inline spark tester to just make sure, verify that I did have spark, and I do. My green and black wires are going directly to the coils, so it's not, like I said, going through the igniter or any of that other junk. My 12-volt feed is coming off of the main fuse. So as soon as I get switched power, then I get 12 volts. So everything is as it should be. Prior to me doing this assembly, it ran, not well, but it ran. So that tells me I have fuel and air. So spark, fuel, and air are your three basics for any engine. I appear to have all three of them. What I don't have is a running motor. So, I'm asking you as my community to share with me a couple of ideas. I did make sure that I was at top dead center compression stroke when I did start the assembly of the advancer. It's kind of hard to get wrong because there's a slot that's cut into the advancer, so you can't put it 180 degrees or any of that stuff. It literally goes on in one position and one position only. But just to make sure that I did my timing based on top dead center, I rotated it, made sure I was in the compression stroke on the number one cylinder. So that's all, again, based on kind of car basics, but in theory should apply to any motor, right? Because a motor is a motor regardless of what it sits in. So if you have any ideas, any comments, really I'm not sure if I should just go ahead and put the original pulser back in and see if it starts up. And if it does, then I know I'm either got the wrong part or I'm doing it wrong or something. I'd like to hear from you. So please comment below. And if you want to see more of the challenges that I run into and some of the successes, like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way you get alerted when there's a new video posted. Thanks a lot, guys.